My name is Dan Lapierre. I've been born and raised in Wainwright. I have 3 children and 3 grandchildren. I have 2 teachers and a kinesiologist for children, and I'm very proud of what they've achieved. And when they were here, they were in the dance academy and the swim club and minor hockey, and I was involved with that with them. And I spent 18 years on the school board, first the Wainwright Catholic School Board, and then we amalgamated into the East Central Board. And I was instrumental in helping those 5 boards come together to regionalize. And I was chair of the Wainwright Board. And then after we regionalized, I was chair. I spent about 10 years as chairman. So working with a council or board is not foreign to me. I look forward to doing that with council. I look forward to seeing what we can do to make things better for our community. One of the strong things that I believe in is I think we need to do some good governance training with our council so that we can be effective as a council. I think that's very, very important.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Chamber of Commerce and Star News, of course, Zach, for doing this for all of us. It's very important, especially in these times where we've been so separated, to be able to find ways that we can still communicate and get together and share some of our thoughts and ideas. So the first question that was posed to me was to tell a little bit about myself. And I've been a member of the community for over 50 years. I was born right here in Wainwright, in the same hospital as my children and one of my grandsons. Grew up on a farm north of Edgerton, so I feel a connection to both the land and the people of our community that we share. My wife Shannon and I raised 3 fantastic kids in our community. I've had an opportunity, I hope you feel the same way, to help raise your kids in my role as a school teacher at Wainwright High School and an administrator at Wainwright Elementary for a total of 22 years. I've been a part of town council for 2 terms, and I feel that we've been able to do a lot of wonderful things. We're not perfect, but we've tackled some things that I feel we've met success with. I'm at that point in my life where now I'm looking ahead, but through my grandchildren's eyes. I have 2 grandkids who live right here in Wainwright. I'm so thankful that my kids have chosen to make Wainwright home as well. But I think they've seen the life that Shannon and I have been given and that they had as kids, and realized that it's a wonderful place to call home. People care about each other. People go to their way to do things for each other, and people look for ways to serve each other. And that's a little bit about me.
Hello, everyone. My name is Randy Tizard, and I'm asking for your support to be part of your new town council on October 18th. I have lived in Wainwright my entire adult life and have worked and volunteered in the community and raised my family here. There is no place I'd rather live, period. My motivation to continue as your voice on council has been the overwhelming support of both family and community members. Starting with my wife Tess, who simply told me to follow my heart, to those who told me my strength as a counselor was the transparent and trustworthy way I acted and communicated. This told me the impact I made as a counselor was both positive and enduring. Clearly, these factors and the wonderful unsolicited support have made the decision to run for councillor very easy.
My name is Rick Fountain. Myself and my wife Shelley are born and raised in Wainwright. We've lived here all our lives. We truly love Wainwright. We've raised all our 3 children in Wainwright. Some of you might know Dustin, Ashley, and Nick. We're very proud to be from Wainwright. Reason being, any season that you drive down the streets of Wainwright, whether it's summer, winter, or fall, in summertime the communities in bloom, make the streets so beautiful, all their flowers. Wintertime, at Christmas time, you drive down Main Street and the lights are absolutely stunning. Our facilities in Wainwright are amazing. If you've ever been at a hockey rink or our swimming pool, they look like brand new. The town staff has done an excellent job of keeping the facilities up and our whole town looking really good. We're very lucky. Also very proud of some of the clubs that we have in Wainwright as well. We just seen the Rotary Club raise over $2 million for the CT scanner. Where else would that happen but Wainwright? Everybody seems to get to the plate and go to all the functions and support these clubs and make things happen. Our health care in Wainwright is second to none. We have got excellent doctors, excellent nurses, and we're very, very blessed to have those people in our town. Myself, I've been very heavily involved in Wainwright Minor Hockey, Wainwright Polar Kings, Wainwright Swim Club. I brought lacrosse to Wainwright years ago. I really believe it's very important to keep the kids active, keep them healthy, and also keeps them in trouble. Also been very involved in hosting many events, bringing some junior A clubs, hockey clubs to Wainwright, some junior A lacrosse. I've sat on many committees. I totally enjoy doing this in the town of Wainwright because everybody's very enthusiastic and fun to work with.
Lived in Wainwright since the age of 10. I'm proud to call Wainwright home and cannot think of a better place to live with my wife and raise my 2 children. I work in a small family business that operates primarily in the oil field. I have put my name forward to run once again for council. I want to continue my work with our Economic Development Committee, promoting the existing businesses we have in town, enticing new businesses to come to Wainwright, trying to expand our industrial sector, while at the same time trying to promote manufacturing opportunities, helping to increase our overall tax base.
My name is Vince Soretsky. I've been a resident of Wainwright for over 20 years. Currently am an administrator with Buffalo Trail Public Schools, assigned to E.H. Walter School in Paradise Valley. I previously was an administrator here in Wainwright for over 18 years, so I know the community, been in many different areas. Our family has lived here. We've raised all our children here. My wife is also an educator in Buffalo Trail here in Wainwright. We have 3 wonderful children. They're all in some levels of education and university, trying to find their way and their passion. So I am involved in many aspects of sport. I certainly love to play hockey. I'm active playing golf. I love the tennis courts. We love the walking trails, numerous aspects that way. I've spent time on boards here in Wainwright, primarily minor hockey board, and different places in the community with that, as well as Buffalo Trail. We are very fortunate to have raised our family in Wainwright. We feel the community is a vibrant, excellent place to raise a family, to do business, to involve yourself with volunteer work or pitch in with a community aspect. Numerous individuals helped raise our family with volunteers and coaches and teachers and everything, and truly believe this is a wonderful place to live and prosper.
Municipal elections are being held on October 18th. I'm Bob Foley, one of the town of Wainwright councillors running for re-election. I've lived here all my life. I've always been community-minded, and I'm a firm believer that one should put back more into the community than one takes out. Having coached minor hockey at all levels, senior and junior as well, I continue to help out by selling 50/50s and fundraising for youth recreation. An example of that is kids sport. Currently, I'm a volunteer board member on the Wainwright District Community Health Foundation and was a volunteer on the CT scanner project and the co-op fuel up days. I've been an active member and volunteer of the Wainwright Stampede Association for over 40 years. I've donated my time to complete electrical installation of the Wainwright Golf Course and the Elks Community Hall, as well as having helped out with small renovations in the Elks Hall and Anglican Church.
Hi, my name is Greg Curtis. I'm running for town council here in Wainwright. Some of you may know me from the Battle River Lodge, or you may know me from Fire and Wheels. I'm also very active in the community with volunteering. My wife and myself love this community. We've raised our kids in the MD of Wainwright, and we feel it's an awesome town. We hope to continue to live here into retirement and, have our grandkids raised here. It's an awesome town to live in, and we think, we can do a lot to promote this town, and we look forward to spending our retirement years in the town.
Okay, hello, my name is Dan Worms. I'm from Wainwright here. I moved here 28 years ago. Opened up a small business and run that business for quite a few years. I am involved with emergency services as a firefighter and have been involved with firefighting across Alberta and the rest of the world for that matter. Used to firefight in Australia as well as here in Canada.
My name is Ariel Haubrich, and I am running for re-election to Town Council. I have lived in Wainwright almost 30 years. I came here as a young teenager, and I currently work in our school district full-time as a manager of mental health programming. I currently sit on council, and through that role, I represent you on the Parks and Recreation Board, as well as the Protective Services Committee, which looks at bylaw and policing and fire services, and also on the Municipal Planning Commission. I also own a small business in our community, and I sit on the executive of the Board of Directors for Encompass Credit Union. I have had a lot of experiences in my life, and through my work have gained the courage to be able to have hard conversations and to ask important questions, which I feel is an important quality to have when you sit at the council table. And anyone who knows me knows that I am a big picture thinker and that I love big ideas and possibilities and vision, and I'm excited to hear about the things that bring those big ideas and vision to life in our community.
Hello, I'm Patrick Morose, and I'm seeking re-election for council for the town of Wainwright. My wife Valerie and I have lived in Wainwright for 37 years. In that time, we have made our living here. We have raised our family here. We have made a lot of good friends, and we are very proud to say that Wainwright is our home.
Hello, folks. I'm Len Newman. I'm married for 28 years to the same woman, Lori. I have 4 kids, 3 granddaughters. I'm from Newfoundland, Labrador originally. Labrador in the mainland part of the province. Grew up in a place called Happy Valley Goose Bay. It was an interesting upbringing for sure. Left here, I spent 2 years in Newfoundland on the island part, and then off to Ontario for 8 years. And I've been here now for 15. Here for work originally, like most people. I was a drywall contractor, taper, painter for 25 years. Self-employed for about 20 of those years. 15 of them being here right in Wainwright. Very busy, never without work. Probably the best place in 3 provinces and 4 towns I've lived. Probably the best place I've lived. Really enjoyed here. Made it home, raised a family here. 4 kids are all raised. They're all adults. So the town's been great to us, and we feel truly blessed to be here as residents.
Good day, everyone. I'm Heather MacDonald. I'm married with 2 children and 3 basset hounds. I have served Wainwright for the last 4 years on town council. I also volunteer with the Arts Council and with Communities in Bloom, and I would be thrilled to be re-elected to serve Wainwright once again. I absolutely love our community. It has truly been rewarding to me to have lived here and to have served you all. I genuinely value public discourse, and I sincerely appreciate all of your feedback. I also enjoy learning to see issues that affect our residents and our businesses through varying perspectives. So whether you are young or old, rich or poor, employed or unemployed, whether you've lived here for your whole life or you're just brand new, I value you as an individual, and I see you as a valuable member of our community. I very much look forward to continuing to serve you all and would like to encourage you that you are always welcome to contact me should you have any concerns or suggestions as to how we as council might better serve you, recognizing that it takes a community to build a community. I look forward to hearing from you and working with you. Thanks for your time. Bye.
My name is Phyllis Holmes, and I'm running for a seat on Wainwright Town Council. My background is in nursing, and I've worked in healthcare in various capacities, in acute care, in long-term care, and in the community. My education includes a Bachelor of Nursing degree, and I also have a Master's of Health Studies. I contribute to our newspaper. I pay attention to the decisions that council makes on our behalf. My background in healthcare has increased my awareness of how the health of the community is supported by the policies made at a local level, policies that affect our community resources and municipal planning. We have a responsibility to the future health of this community in the decisions that are made today. Women have been underrepresented on council. Women's voices and women's perspectives need to be heard so that the council can move forward with the best decisions for the whole community. We need to be wise about the decisions we make today. We need new ideas discussed and debated. We have a responsibility to the future. I urge you to vote on October 18th, and I urge you to consider electing 3 women to our next council. Thank you.
You know, it's an opportunity for me to give back. I lived here all my life, and I really think it's an opportunity to give back to the community that I care about, that I grew up in. I want to see it better for, you know, our children, our seniors, everybody in between. I mean, I know there's issues with theft in town and vandalism and how council can deal with that with the RCMP. I think that's something that needs to be explored as well. And that's my big shtick is to be here for the community, to be open to listen, to take their concerns to council and work through them as a group so that we can come to a consensus as to what's best for Wainwright. And yeah, that's basically me.
What motivated me to run for mayor? Again, with my council experience and just all along trying to find ways to serve our community, I realized that in a small town there aren't enough people that you can say, that's somebody else's job. And I see that over and over again. I see it in the 13 candidates who are running for council. I see that in my opponent in this election. They're looking for ways to help serve our community. Personally, what motivated me for the mayor's chair specifically was over the last 8 years, I've had a chance to sit on council and work with different people, different citizen groups, fellow councillors, our administration, our town administration, and our town employees, and just our friends and neighbors to devise ways, think of ways to make Wainwright better. We have a good thing going here. I don't think we really appreciate sometimes what we've got, and it's because of people that serve. And I want to have an opportunity to help serve in the role of mayor. I want to work with council. I want to work with our town administration and our employees. I want to work with our friends and neighbors, and I want to work with you. And so that's what motivated me to put my name in the ring in hopes that I'll be able to continue to serve as in the role of mayor.
To better serve the people and businesses in Wainwright, I am pledging my full-time commitment to the responsibilities of council and community. I will be continuing my support of volunteers and the clubs, programs, and organizations they represent. Volunteers, I believe, are the backbone of a strong and vibrant community. As we move forward, I maintain that experience, compassion, and strong leadership are paramount. We must continue to enhance our cooperative efforts with our area partners, the MD of Wainwright, the DND, and surrounding communities. I will also do my part to secure the necessary resources to maintain and enhance the quality of town facilities and services we all enjoy and depend on. As a councillor, I will favor policies and initiatives which will keep Wainwright as one of the most resilient and affordable communities in Alberta. Finally, I will work to keep our taxation at affordable levels and to attract new families and business to our town. Yes, we're all in this together. With your support on October 18th, we can face the challenges and embrace the opportunities of the next 4 years by listening to each other and working together to grow this amazing place we call Wainwright. Thank you.
Why am I running for council? Well, I think the mayor and the councillors and all the town staff have done an excellent job. I've been in the oil field for over 35 years, 31 of them with the same company. Feel like I got a little extra time on my hand, and I think I have lots to offer. I think number one priority is always when you're with any kind of club or town or wherever you're at, you have to be fiscally responsible. You can never spend $1.50 to every dollar you bring in, and if you do, you're getting in trouble very quickly. Number two, I really believe that talking to the people in the town of Wainwright, there's quite a concern of our crime rising, and I know that's happening in a lot of communities, but I think we need to support emergency response people even more than we do now. Also, with the facilities we have in Wainwright, I think it's very important that we host the major events. Of course, we got to wait for the COVID numbers to get down, but I think we need to showcase our town and show what our town is made of, and also it does support our town economically. Lastly, there's a lot of excellent candidates running for the town election. I encourage everybody to really get out and vote, and I want to wish the other candidates the best of luck.
I want to work with our administration team, try and identify new sources of revenue streams so that our town is not totally reliant on our tax base, but we can find new operational streams of revenue. I want to see the development of the 23rd Avenue extension out to Highway 41 in the industrial area. This would allow for easier access for the industrial and commercial businesses that have built up in that area. With the development of the 23rd Avenue extension, hopefully it would relieve some of the congestion that we were seeing on Highway 14 on the 27th Street and 23rd Street intersections. First Avenue rehabilitation is high on my priority list, but I want to make sure this is done correctly. Not only does this include paving, but there is extensive underground infrastructure that coincides with this project. I want to continue my work with the Wainwright and District FCS Board, which we have been working with hard to develop in resiliency programming to help deal with all age groups during this current pandemic. This includes the development of programming to deal with mental health as well as community program to increase the social well-being of the citizens of Wainwright as well as the surrounding area. Having served on many different committees over the past years that I've been on council, it has given me a very good understanding and working knowledge that allows me to make very well-informed decisions. I am committed to make Wainwright the best place to live, work, and play in Canada. I am dedicated to the citizens of Wainwright. I do not take my position as councillor lightly. I am here to serve the citizens of Wainwright. I bring leadership and experience to the table. Thank you for your support.
Most of us, I hope, are motivated to run for council to give back. I'm certainly in a position now to donate and give more time, and certainly council is going to be time to learn and see angles and see ideas. I think another aspect of running for council is to put my leadership skills to work. Certainly I feel I'm blessed to have been an administrator in Buffalo Trail, here in Wainwright, and now in Paradise Valley, and be part of strategic planning and making decisions and viewing both sides and making hard decisions. Sometimes you have to make decisions around council or school or community that maybe don't benefit you, but certainly benefit the community. And I've had a history of taking and listening to both sides and trying to be objective and foresight. I think another decision that why I chose to run for council is the wonderful things they have been doing. I would love to continue to add to that. I have a passion and love for Wainwright. I'm sure like all of us do, but certainly want to see a strategic vision for 3, 5, 7, 10 years down the line where our families, our other families that settle here have the same wonderful experience that we do, and that we have a balance between the services that we provide and the tax base or the money that we take in and the opportunities that we provide for young families or new businesses or anyone that comes to Wainwright that is wanting to participate and add to the community. I feel I have those skills that can add to continuing to make our community vibrant and a high level of prosperity.
Currently, I serve on the following committees and subcommittees: Finance and Administration, Transport and Airport Utilities, Regional Waste to Energy Authority, Wainwright Public Library Board, CUPE Negotiations, Intermunicipal Collaboration Committee, Intermunicipal Development Committee, Battle River Foundation, Emergency Advisory Committee, and the Northern Lights Library Board. If elected, I strive to keep Wainwright the most resilient community with the least expensive cost of living in Alberta, and that includes your taxes. I have the time and the commitment to represent all businesses and residents in a fair and respectful manner. I'm asking you for your continued support in the upcoming election.
I think I have a lot to contribute to the town. I believe that I could be a voice for the people in the town of Wainwright. I'm honest, I am approachable, very approachable, enjoy meeting new people and talking with people, and I believe that I could bring new ideas to the town to promote this wonderful town that we live in and promote small business in the town, which I think is great, and I think we need to promote more small business in this town. I believe that young or old in this town, we could take a lot of information from and make this an even better town to live in. As I've been here in this town for about 14 years now, and it seems like it's growing and we're doing good. I just feel that we could promote this town a little more than we do and make it even better than what it is. I'm honest, I'm approachable, and I'm ready to work with the people. Thank you.
I got involved in this political race to see a bit of a change. Wainwright is no longer a small community. It's growing every day. And things that are near and dear to my heart, of course, are the increase in crime. And I want to see if I can help curb some of that as being town council. That's basically why I'm getting involved with this. I've been involved in politics in the past, in other forms of volunteerism, and I see it's not that much different. It's just if I want to move on to bigger and better things, I feel I should get involved with civic politics first in my local community, and then from there we can always branch out and expand from there. And thank you very much for taking time to listen to my little blurb, and we look forward to seeing your votes on October 18th. Thank you.
I hope that all of the candidates running this year have some things in common. We love our community and we want to see it continue to be a vibrant and healthy place to live and to work. We each have different perspectives on how to do this, which is important. Varied ideas and perspectives and ways to build our community are important at the table. And there are also some things that set each of us apart. I believe I represent a different population than some of the other candidates. I am a young professional in our community, and I also own a small business. And I get to interact through my work daily with the young families of our community. I strongly believe that these voices need to be represented at the council table. We want a community with the opportunities and services and infrastructure that supports our quality of life and that meets the needs we have as we run our businesses and raise our families. And I want to ensure that the community has access to the representatives that understand their situation and trust that they are making the decisions that affect them, matter to them. I hope to be able to continue taking our citizens' ideas and concerns to the table. And I have a love of service and want to give back to the community that has raised me and given me opportunities. If anyone's interested in learning more about me or some of the ideas I have, or my platform, sometimes people call it, I do have a website that you can visit, proudtobepart.ca, and that's with the number 2, so proudtobepart.ca. Thanks.
The reason I'm seeking re-election is I want to continue with the process of decision-making that has made Wainwright such a stable, progressive community over the past number of years. Even in these times of COVID, we have seen growth. There have been numerous housing starts, there has been commercial development, and there has been industrial development. So I believe that this bodes well for the future of Wainwright. Once COVID ends, I think we will see a pretty good growth spurt in this town. If I'm lucky enough to be reelected, one of my priorities will be to look at getting First Avenue repaired. We have all driven on First Avenue and we know how rough it is, and it is time that that street and roadway be repaired. Another concern that I have is that we need to try and get more retail business downtown. I would like to work with economic development and see if we can entice more retail business. In talking with some of the various business owners, they mentioned that our downtown area is one of the best they've seen in the province, and I think we can do a lot more with it. And thirdly, the ball has now started rolling on the access from Highway 41 and 23rd Avenue, and I would like to make sure that that continues and that we get that project completed. One other thing I'd like to mention is that the town of Wainwright has a tremendous working relationship with the MD of Wainwright, and I would like to make sure that this continues. The excellent relationship that we do have with the MD is the envy of many municipalities in this province, and I can speak from firsthand after talking to councillors from other municipalities. Our relationship is very good, and that needs to continue. So, having said all that, on October 18th, when you go to the polls, I would humbly ask for your support. Please vote Morose on October 18th. If you vote for me, you will be getting somebody who is experienced, who is fiscally responsible, who is involved, and who is progressive. So I ask for your support on October 18th. Vote Morose. Thanks for your time.
Well, at a very young age, like young teen, I had interest in politics. Read about it, papers, news, school. Knew someday that I always was going to get into politics. Kind of thought I'd be mid-50s, but I'm 49, so I'm in early, but that's okay. I have seen the deterioration in the town in 15 years in crime. And being on a construction site, we know a lot about the crime that goes on. Tools stolen, trailers stolen, guys having time replacing the tools and stuff. So that brings me in, and I just want to be part of the community and decision making, and I think we can just make it better. It can only get better. If you turn a blind eye, it'll get worse. So together we should be able to do something about it.